Consistency. I feel like that's the word mentioned only second to content when it comes to podcasting. But what does it actually mean in the world of podcasting? Let's find out. Friends of the internet, hi fine, how you doing, how you been? Welcome to another episode of Podcasting 101 with me, Minacho. Hey. Anyway, so today we're going to discuss consistency, because consistency is a word thrown around a lot in podcasting, but then is not necessarily explained. So a lot of people are sitting on content because in their heads, or based on what they understand about consistency in podcasting, you have to put out an episode every week, for the rest of your life from the moment you decide to start the podcast. However, that is not what consistency means. Now, once a week for an episode is the most common, it's the most commonly used form of putting up episodes based on the people who are already in the podcasting space. However, like I mentioned last week, podcasting is such a new medium that there aren't any rules that have been set in stone on how it should be done. Therefore, consistency is basically exactly what you want it to be. So if I decide, for example, to start a news podcast, right, I could do it every day. So every day at 6, I'm going to put up an episode with headlines from the day on news. And every day at 6, I just know every day at 6, that's what I'm going to do. For me, that could look like consistency. Using the same news podcast as an example, I could decide I'm going to put out one episode once a week. And it's going to be, let's say, on Sunday at 6 o'clock. And it's going to have all the headlines from the Sunday before, after 6, down to this moment. And that for me will be consistency. Consistency could also look like putting out episodes every fortnight. So I'll record this week, next week I put up the episode. I record the next week I put up the episode. It doesn't even have to be that I'm recording the episodes. It could be you bulk record and then just put them up every fortnight. The thing is, when your audience comes to you, they're able to form their habits, because the advantage, or the reason consistency is pushed, is because people want your audience to form a habit around what it is your publishing schedule is, right? So you want them to be able to know Thursday at 6 o'clock, the podcast is coming up, so that's what you want to have in their system. However, if they know it's every other Thursday at 6 o'clock, then they will form their habit based on that. A lot of times when we talk about consistency in podcasting, we consider the audience more than we do the podcaster. But in truth, consistency is as much for the podcaster as it is for the audience, right? So, for example, I'm unable to record every week. So I will then plan my episodes every fortnight, or maybe I'm only able to bulk record on one day, and then I can put out like 6 episodes in a month. So then what consistency could look like for me is every last Saturday, I push out 4 episodes, and that's it. Until the next month on the last Saturday, and I push out another 4 episodes. That could be consistency for me. And what happens is when my audience finds me, they just know every last Saturday we have 4 episodes and we have to wait another month, right? It could look like seasons, for example. So I have decided I'm going to record 6, 8, 12 episodes in a batch, and then take a month off, something like that. So it's consistent episodes coming out every week for 8, 10, 12 weeks, and then I take a month off. And then again, you have every 8, 10, 12 weeks, or whatever it is your timeline is. You might decide it's a month, and then I take a month off. A month, then there's, again, no rules apply. You're the one determining it. But consistency should work for you, because as you've heard about it, or when it was mentioned to you, the reason consistency is important is because it attracts your audience. And as I've mentioned just before, it will help them form a habit around what it is your publishing schedule is, right? But if you're not able to maintain that, that's when the issue comes in. So when you're starting your podcast, make sure you create a schedule around it that you're able to maintain, right? If it means bulk recording and then pushing out episodes slowly, and as the episodes go out, you're bulk recording again. If it means you can only put out episodes once a month because that's all you have time for, that is fine. If it feels like you can do it every day, then do that. Consistency also will be determined by your content, and that will determine like how long your episodes is and episodes are. What is English? How long your episodes are, and all of these things will fall into place. But then determining what your publishing schedule is should not, what should determine your publishing schedule should not be your audience primarily. It should be you, because you're the one who will be having to maintain this schedule that's created, and you want to be able to maintain it. It's maintenance is more important than anything else, right? So when you're considering your schedule or considering what consistency looks like for you, sit down, write down a schedule, see what it is you can fit into it, and then work with that. Okay, so you might start with it being every fortnight, and then when you find time, start doing it weekly. But that is a choice you're able to make, other than doing it daily and then being like, oh, I can't. But also you can do it that way. Do it daily and then move it to weekly and monthly, but then find something that works for you as the podcaster, right? Okay, that's consistency. It was short, but it was sweet. If I say so myself. Anyway, I don't know what that was. My details are going to be in the description box below. Again, if you have any questions on podcasting, please write to me and I'll be able to make a video on it. I'll see you next week. Bye. Oh, subscribe.